flex right stack, 394 dragon smoke, chill, turbo, suffer right. Right. Y2, green right off nasty, power 2, Y2, the X base
Welcome back in the huddle. It's championship week. How you feeling?
I ain't even, you know what? I feel vindicated that the win that you got over me was bullshit. That's how I feel.
It is what it
Trash.
is.
Trash.
Yeah, it was. We'll get to that, but it is what it is, man. I didn't expect to get this far, but I clawed and I grind to get to this point, but I knew it was going to end at some point.
I mean, yeah, no.
I mean, I don't know how you feel too, but I'm pretty exhausted of the fantasy football. I can't.
I'm
I don't
so,
even. The alerts come
bruh,
through my phone. I'm just like, leave me alone. I didn't even watch most of the games last weekend. I just like
yeah.
at this point, the chips gonna fall where they land because if somebody gets injured, I'm pretty sure the backup is on somebody else's team at this point anyway. So I
And they're
can't
probably
really.
going to get injured too.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, man, whatever.
And if I watch the games and I'm losing my fantasy matchup, I'm gonna be mad. If it's if it's back and forth, then I'm gonna be like anxiety, like am I winning? Am I gonna lose? So I have
Right.
to win. So at this point, just like just call me when it's over.
Yeah, must be nice.
So this week we can go ahead and just skip through all the any trades and any injuries because at this point it's irrelevant. It's just dive right into last week and then debacle that it was. Um, real short. We don't need to do a deep dive into the quantized game. I mean, there's nothing to really talk about.
He
but I would,
waxed your ass as projected.
but I would say this though. I would much rather prefer to get destroyed like that rather than losing a close game because at this point you look at it, there's nothing I could have did. There's no lineup I could have made, no roster move I could have made to help that. I
That's
was gonna
true.
get
His team
destroyed
was
no matter
just
what.
better. His
Yeah,
team
it's
was
just
just
better,
better.
and I concede that. There's nothing I could have done to help myself win that game. Now, had I lost by like 40 with Pickens on the bench putting 70 points, I'd have been hurt all summer.
Right.
I would have hurt my feelings all summer. I would have been stuck. But I saw on Thursday. I told you last week. I said Thursday game is gonna be the factor. If they go off,
Mm-hmm.
all those players go off Thursday, it's a wrap. And but he had Puka, Kyren,
Went
and
off.
was it Olave
Yeah, all
all
of
went off.
them.
And I was like, at that point, I didn't watch any more of the football. I said,
I
I don't care anymore.
honestly, I want to take a look back at the draft and think, like, what the hell? Like, aside from Puka and Kyron, like, what the hell was we thinking? He got all these people
Yeah, he had a good draft.
for every injury that he might occur. He got two people that are just as good, and I
Right,
don't. Shout out to you, Quan. I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting
right,
for you.
right. Um. So yeah, so that was our game. I don't know if you had anything else to add. I had the projected score to be 290 to 225. I was way off. I lost by damn near 160. So I mean, it was it was a wrap.
Yeah. I guess so we can move on to, Chase and Ray. Hey, you want to know what's crazy is? I said the two teams to watch out for was me and Chase.
Yeah, you did.
Obviously, I ain't hold my end of the bargain, but I saw Chase's team could put up some numbers,
Yeah,
and that's
yeah,
exactly what they did. And that was a great matchup. A
yeah.
great matchup.
You can't count Chase out. You
You
really can't.
cannot.
I want to, but you can't. I text him too and told him I really hate that you're in my championship again, but congrats. It's some bullshit.
Yeah, man. And then like when you think about it, when I'm looking at his team and I see like Patty didn't even put up numbers.
Nope.
Like he just had a solid, like a all out effort from everybody. Like
Yeah.
Amari did crazy 200. It was like 235 yards or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey man, it was going to be
65.
260. Bruh, what? I just want to know what the defenders was thinking when they was guarding him. And are the Browns going to bring Flacco back next year?
Now that's a good point. I mean, I think they're going to bring him back at the very least as a backup, but they got to play Deshaun because they're paying him way too much.
Right.
But at some point, if Deshaun plays the way he did
Man.
last year, the fans are going to be like, "Look, put Flacco back in because
Right. That
he's
man.
balling."
He been cooking. He said, "Oh,
Yeah,
what? Well, man, I don't know. They look decent though. That offense looks
yeah,
decent. They
hmm
tossing the rock. I can only imagine if Nick Chubb was still playing, like because
yeah,
that rushing offense is just not the same. And they just keep trying to split carries, and they just need to let Ford get the ball.
yeah,
Like he's a 3-down back. He can catch
hmm
it. So I don't know why they keep trying to give Kareem Hunt touches.
yeah.
Um,
Looking back at it, I look. Ray put up a good fight. Ray's
oh,
team was not
Ray
slouching.
Ray did what he was supposed to. I thought Ray was going to score a bunch of points, but I did
Mhm.
not see Amari Cooper putting up 85 for Chase.
Yeah,
I think that was the difference maker
that did
for
him in.
sure.
Yep.
That different man, that is some sheesh. That
And
covered a
even
lot of people for him.
if he did, even with Amari going off, and Ray would have just started. What was it? Zamir White over Gus Edwards. I think he still
Mm-hmm.
might have won, but he benched Zamir White, and Zamir White went off on the bench.
And like, who knows that he was going to go all? I did not see that.
Samir White has been pretty solid.
But
And
145 rush yards though,
145,
that's more
I
than
did see.
solid.
But I still think he would did better than Gus Edwards. I think I probably would started him over Gus Edwards. I
But
don't recall him being on the bench when we did last week's podcast.
he had everybody on the bench last week, and
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah,
what his ass get. We could have gave him some advice. See,
yeah.
Ray, you trying
That's
to be
right.
sneaky. You keep
That's
niggas.
right.
You need to put your people in so we can review it.
Right. We're here to help you, bruh. We're here to
Right.
help you.
You got this far, and look what happened.
Right, right. Off our
But
backs.
right, on our backs, we helped you. But no, that I was watching it like the ticker like throughout the day. But when I saw
Mhm.
the Amari, I was like, Chase is going to win this just because of
Yeah.
Amari. Like he he would have had to have somebody else. Ray would have had to have somebody else go off, or if he had
Mhm.
C.J. Stroud, maybe like maybe
Yeah.
that would have been the difference maker,
Yeah.
a big difference maker. So Ray's gonna. I feel like that's gonna be his. That can be his. Cop out. I didn't have my starting quarterback that I have for the entire year, but
He didn't. I mean,
but
it's fair.
Browning put up 50.
Yeah, but you could have started Browning and CJ, and CJ would probably put up another 50 or 60. I mean, that would have
That's
helped.
6 more points. That's 6 more points. Russell had 44. Russell played well
Easy.
enough.
Until he got
He
benched
put
today.
he he played well enough where like if you look at the quarterbacks, that wasn't the differentiating factor because
Yeah,
Patty
yeah,
only put up
yeah,
37. Browning put up more than Patty. And then you
yeah.
got Jordan Love only put up 47 and Russell put up 44. So it evened out. Like, if you want to look at the quarterback play,
It was just Cooper.
Amari
It was just Cooper.
covered for all of his skill players, basically. Like
Yeah, because Drake
Drake
London didn't do
London,
nothing. Yeah, Rashawn
right,
Johnson didn't do nothing. Odell didn't do nothing.
right.
I mean, you
So
put up 85 points, you really can't compete against
can't,
that.
right. So I don't know. Great season, Ray.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
your team definitely was hurt by injuries like everybody else at the end of the
right.
day, but you had a great season. So good job to you as a GM.
And I got rated in the third round matchup, but nobody cares, so we won't go over that.
Nobody. So let's get into the championship week, man.
Yeah, yeah. So, well, before that, I would say that our pick tally still went off. So, I
Oh,
thought about going against you in this week's pick, just so I can even it up for the end of the year. So I'm still kind of debating. I have who I initially want to go with, but I'm like, don't want to go with my pride. Don't want to go
or
with my
or do you want to win?
gut. Right, right. I mean, all I can do is tie. I just that's better than losing.
Look, if the picks tally is like not actuality because we both picked it. We both didn't pick ourselves in matchups that we needed to win.
Yeah, yeah.
So like, if you want to be honest, it's probably 30-29 and 31-20-29 because
Right, right.
I picked against myself. I think twice or once. A couple of times I made some like karma, but you did it twice as well. So I don't know. I don't think it's the actual tallies that we
Yeah, yeah.
have. But yeah,
So let's get to this week's matchup. We got the championship with Chase and Quan. Whew, it's been a long time getting to this point, but I'm glad to see Quan in the finals. I'm
congrats.
rooting for him. Congrats Chase as well, back in the finals. Hope you lose, but uh, I'm looking at Quan. I'm looking at Quan's team, right? And I think this week he has some better matchups. Even though he put up the numbers against me last week with bad matchups, this week should even be even better. Um,
I just
he,
don't know where I can see like in his lineup of like a weakness. Like I don't.
there's only one weakness I see. Only one weakness I see. So he chances are you lost Waddle. Waddle's probably gone for the season with the high ankle sprain. So
Yeah.
you have Olave to fill in for him, which is pretty much to me like a 1-for-1.
Mm-hmm.
The only downside I see is that he has Pacheco is probably gonna be out. I think he has a concussion still.
Yeah.
And then with him being out, then you kind of get into like, okay, who are you gonna fill in with Pacheco? And you have I think Stevenson is still out and Sutton's still out with the concussion as well. Ty
I
Chandler is in, but now Madison's back, so I mean he may eat into his
yeah.
role a little bit. However, I guess if Pacheco's out, you could put in CEH, but I don't think CEH has really been balling in his absence. So I don't even know if you want to
I think this will be the first game that he'll play with as a starter.
CEH.
Yeah.
No, I think he played like 2 weeks ago for
As a starter?
Pacheco. Yeah,
Oh, well.
cause I remember I
Yeah.
picked him up in Dynasty
Oh
and I was
yeah.
gonna play him, and he didn't do nothing that week.
Yeah,
Um,
but Cincinnati's defensive line, they lost DJ Reader for the year, so it's a little weaker, and I'm
mhm.
sure they'll try to use him in pass game. But yeah, it's definitely not ideal, but I wouldn't say it's a weakness. I think if anything, he'll change out Pacheco for another flex spot like Sheed. I'd rather have that than CEH. Like all it takes is one touch, like a 70-yard touchdown, like he just had last week, to give you points.
Oh
So,
yeah,
but
definitely. I mean,
so it's not really like I don't know.
so
I
so the question is, do you think that Chase is gonna put up the points needed to pace him? So do you think Quan needs an upside, or does Quan need a high floor just match up? 'Cause he has other high volume players on his team. He doesn't need
right
to have a bunch of them. He can have some at the high floor and just rely
solid.
on Tyreek and
Hmm.
Kyren and Puka and Olave. So I
And who
mean,
else?
yeah,
Saquon.
you're right. So I mean, he could probably just put in somebody like I don't know. I mean, he could put Palmer
I
in with no Keenan Allen playing.
mm, you don't think he'll play?
I think Keenan. Why? Why would he play?
Why not?
Because his team is whack. Why would
They
Keenan Allen
they
come
said
back in?
so. The Chargers said that they're not going to try to play. They want people to play if they can play. They're
Mhm.
evaluating, and he's what 31.
You're not
He's
evaluating Keenan
obvious.
Allen. You
I
know what
know
Keenan
that.
Allen is.
I think his pride is going to want to make him play to be out there with his teammates if he can play.
Okay.
But it's also a heel injury, so that's a little bit more
Right.
significant.
Has he practiced? I don't
There
think
have
he's
no been
practiced yet.
report. Yeah, I don't. No reports have come out for
Yeah.
the week yet because of the holidays.
True. True.
So I don't really know where he's at. Um, I don't think unless Amari goes off, he's not versus the Jets. I don't foresee that another 265
No.
yard game.
No. That one's tough. That one's real tough.
Yeah, the matchups aren't favorable, and I just think Quan's team is just too stacked. Like, and if especially with Waddle being out, you know they're gonna feed the ball to Tyreek.
Hmm.
You know they're gonna feed him the rock. Short game. I don't care if it's against Baltimore's defense. Like I don't care. Like some people are just that good. It doesn't matter. But it'll be a good game. It's
Yeah.
just are
Yeah.
they going to eat the clock? Are the Ravens going to eat the clock and run to keep the ball away from them?
So do you think that last time I saw Chase's team, he was starting Roshan Johnson, but I believe he dropped him today or yesterday, and
Yeah,
now he's starting Khalil Herbert. Um,
correct.
and I was wondering if it's a smart move to start him over
Jalen Warren.
Jalen Warren. Yeah,
I want to
what do
see
you think?
Jalen Warren. I want to see Jalen Warren ball out versus the Seahawks.
Yeah, I would put Warren in as well. And it's funny too because I had Khalil Herbert. I drafted
Mm-hmm.
Herbert. He started off the year decent. Then he got injured for went to IR for 4 weeks.
Mm-hmm. And then
Came back,
Foreman.
and then Foreman started doing well. And then there was a
Mm-hmm.
three-headed backfield, and then he wasn't getting no burns. So I finally dropped him. He picks him up. Chase
He
picks
has a
him up,
good game.
and he has a great game, 112
Yeah.
yards from the bench. And I'm just like, this is the bullshit I deal with all year. I dropped Cole Kmet because of a bye week, and I
he
had
st-
to.
he
And then he picks
starts
him up, and then
cooking.
Cole Kmet just starts cooking. I mean, but Cole Kmet's he was doing solid all year. But at that
Yeah.
time, I think I lost a quarterback. I had a quarterback,
Mm-hmm.
and then he was in the bottom, so I had dropped somebody, and I meant to pick him back up, but I never got back to him. And Chase grabbed him, and then he was like, "Come on, man, you got my team right now balling."
so who do you think is gonna win? What's your prediction?
I got Quan. I got Quan
Okay.
winning. I got Quan winning
What's
310
the
to 275.
spread? 310 to 275?
Yeah.
Okay. My spread's a little bit bigger. I'm gonna go with 230 to 350.
See, I can't
I
count
just don't.
Chase out. Chase,
I'm gonna say, I hope this doesn't happen. Somebody's gonna get injured.
true.
It's just a trend. Somebody's gonna get injured.
Yeah.
Um, I think Dallas is gonna make the Lions probably slow it down. They're probably not gonna pass the ball as much.
Mm.
Just because of the rush short passes. I don't know if Ahmad's gonna have a big game. I could see it, but I could not see it. Jordan Love versus
See?
Minnesota. He has no receivers. Jalen Reed, I
Yeah.
don't know if he's going to play. Watson, I don't know if he's going to play.
Yeah.
Like, all you got out there is Dobbs, and he's been throwing the two tight ends. Like, so
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know. And Wick I don't know if he'll play either. He got hurt in the second quarter or second or third quarter last week, but I don't know. Demarcus
But
Robinson for the Rams has been cooking,
yeah.
but I don't know if he's going to cook for another week. So that's why I'm saying the point differential is pretty great. I don't know.
It's leaning towards Quan. I can also see
I
a
don't think
lower
it's leaning
score.
towards Quan. It's all the way down towards Quan. Like it's not. It's very favorable. Like Chase is very much the underdog. And we love an underdog story, but we also are realistic.
Right. I could also see Amon-Ra St. Brown going off for like garbage time points if Dallas goes up fast or goes up quick um on the line.
That's
But
true.
it's
But the Lions are such a well balanced offense.
they are.
I think if anything, J-Mo's gonna have a big week.
Hmm.
So
And now there's no Marshawn Lattimore holding Evans back. The
mhm.
Tampa Bay may throw the ball some
'Cause
more, and they may
right.
hold away from Rashad White too much. I mean, he catches ball at the backfield as well, so I mean he might get his a little bit, but I'm hoping that Evans, because I have Evans in Dynasty, hoping Evans gets his in the fantasy championship. But I'm leaning Quan. I have Quan over him. It's I don't want to say it's handily Quan because I've seen that shit happen.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
right. That's what I'm saying. It's a couple injuries away for some shit to happen.
And he also has Keeson Nixon. Chase has Keeson Nixon,
Oh,
who
and
he's
he
running
can
for
put up, he
return yards.
returner. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it's he's you look at Chase's team for the past several weeks, and it's like, nah, he's gonna lose. But then he puts up 300 points, and he's like, what the fuck? Where did this come from? So it's like
Right.
I can't sit here and be like Chase is gonna lose handedly. I just think it's gonna be a little closer than you think.
Only reason why I say that is because it's Quan's team. Like nobody has his team like
Yeah,
just stacked on stacked on
at the
stacked.
same time, it's Quan's team.
So
So let me shout out to Quan. So Quan, listen, bruh. everything that you've done in your life has got you to this point.
Don't
Like,
change it up.
like we all rooting for you. We all think you can do it. We all got your back. You know what I'm saying? You need to just start the right players. Keep your head in the game. Don't do anything stupid. You know what I'm saying? Check the weather. You know what I'm saying? Check the injuries. Check the baby mamas. Make sure everybody's
Right, make sure everything is good.
Right.
Tyreek has reportedly got 4 women pregnant. I don't know if his wife gonna kick him out.
Yeah, headspace could be out. Okay, he had a wet, he had a bad game. Like, bro, you got lock in. You know what I'm saying? Like, we rooting for you. Like, look, Quan, look, just don't fuck this up. Don't fuck this up. We got you, and I'm rooting for you, bro. And I'll be glad to give you the trophy when you win. Put your name on it. I don't even drive to Baltimore. I don't drive to Baltimore. That's your damn part.
Hey, look, if I'm Chase, I'm like, fuck both of y'all right now. So I'm gonna say, Chase, I'm rooting for you to do well.
I root for you, Chase, to not lose badly. You got a rep to protect, so you got to put up some points to show that you got the skills to be here and to show why you're here. But I'm still root for you to lose because I need you to lose. But yeah, I
gosh.
And look, I'm not opposed to cheating, Quan. So if you need me to, I can go into the settings. I can change some numbers around, change some points a little bit in the background, just to make sure that you come out on top. Help me help you. You know what I'm saying?
Is this collusion?
We won't go down that road. We won't go down that road.
Oh man.
But look, man, we got your back, Quan, and let's see how it works out. I mean, so this game starts tomorrow. Let's go.
All right, man.
Go.
We'll catch y'all with the review of championship week, and we'll have a final award show.
Got a big episode coming for you next week.
So make sure y'all tune in, subscribe, like, and you know,
right.
Happy holidays. Follow, share.
Happy New Year. We'll see y'all in 2024 with a new champion. So catch y'all next week in the huddle. We out.
Peace.
Gun, flex right stack, 394 Dragon Smoke.